Well, they really try to spread you out with their ball screen actions. They've got guys that can shoot the basketball, adding Isaiah Whitehead, who I'm assuming is going to play. He got released to practice this afternoon, so I'm sure he'll be in the fold. It makes them even more potent on the offensive end.
This team obviously had a really big win the other night. Coaches a lot of time talk about handling success. A lot of times when guys get knocked down, they get back up. But how
Right.
important is it for your guys to, when they have success like this, be able to build on it and not just kind of rest on it?
Well, I think that number one is a shot in the arm for our team, being able to go on the road against a really good team, obviously a top 25 team in Georgetown. The challenge is for that to excite our team and ignite our team, and not to allow that to settle in and make us complacent. I think, if anything, our team needed a little bit of confidence on the road, and we got that at Georgetown. So now it's up to us to be able to replicate, what we did in that game, apply it to a different team, obviously, and a different style of play. But, again, my charge has been we need that to excite us and ignite us, knowing that we can do what we did against Georgetown, to be able to play on the road and be a consistent team.
You talked about the 4 out and 1 in as something you like to do more often. We saw it a little bit against Georgetown. Honestly, I didn't see the whole game, so I don't know how much you used it. But have you liked the way it's looked so far with the guys and the kind of way it's flowed a little bit on offense?
And I think that, rightfully so, everybody talks about, the type of team that it makes on offense, but it also makes our job a little bit easier on the defensive end because, in essence, we don't have to necessarily cover the perimeter with 2 post players. So if we can rebound out of it, if we can rebound with 4 smaller guys on the floor, then I like us defensively a whole lot better against certain style of teams. There are going to be certain teams that play, more traditional posts, and when that happens, then we can play James and Matt together, Jalen and James together. But I think for us, all things being equal, we're probably better served as more of a 4 out, 1 in type team.
Have you seen Myles playing with this much confidence at any time in his time at Xavier?
Not in his time at Xavier. And again, I've said it a lot here recently. I'm more excited about Myles's exploits in other areas, and not necessarily just his three-point shooting. I've always known he's been a terrific shooter. He lost his confidence a little bit last year, but this year he shot the ball by and large really well for us. But it's just his other areas that he's done such a 180 from a year ago. He's defending better, he's rebounding better, he's talking more. He just seems a lot more settled in as a sophomore. That usually happens, but again, he's made great strides.
You said this year was no time for college basketball coach ever to take that self-inventory of a team, but when it's almost February and you start peeking ahead towards March, do you start looking at resume, where it might stack up, what you might need to do to make sure yourself to get back to a tournament? How does a coach kind of handle it?
Well, we're constantly reminded, whether you want to turn the noise off or not. I mean, it's with us every single day. Whether it's Facebook, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, internet, blogs. I mean, guys cannot get away from it. So you always know where you sit at 2 o'clock on a Thursday. It's just you can't get away from it. But I think the nice thing is the league that we play in allows us to have signature moments, almost game in, game out. And again, this Saturday is no different in Seton Hall.
I mean, the win at Georgetown, a lot of people think is kind of the moment this team needed, not just to beat another top 25 team, but a road win. And you talked about building off of it, but is there a certain aspect of kind of take a deep breath? We did it. We won that big game on the road kind of thing, that we can do it?
Well, it's nice to get the monkey off your back, but it doesn't make the challenge any less on Saturday. And I think our players are excited about the fact that what we did is something that was hard earned and should give us confidence as we move forward. In many ways, we have a lot of young players that haven't been in that circumstance before, and it's nice to have a positive experience. But that's behind us. You're only as good as your next game. Seton Hall went to Marquette and spanked them, and so they're going to be ready. They had their best player in Isaiah Whitehead, so we've got to be ready for a huge challenge tomorrow. It's a great opportunity for our team.
Final thought for me, Trayvon's had a couple games back-to-back now where he's looked more like himself from earlier in the year. Do you feel better about where his game is now than maybe, say, 2-3 weeks ago?
He's playing much better, and it's a credit to Trayvon. He's able to sort of withstand that rookie wall, that freshman wall, if you will, and he's broken through it. He's playing with a lot more confidence on both ends of the floor. and our team needed it. You know, we can't simply rely on Matt, Myles, D running the show. We need everybody pitching in, and Trayvon is such a tough matchup for so many teams, and it's really nice to see that he's played up to his capability the last few games.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.